What's going on, guys? Fuzzy here. We're back again with another NBA2K20 video, giving you the bangers. Like I said, I promise bangers. I promise. Now, guys, just to give a little disclaimer, there's a lot of people that know most of these advanced moves because of it's been out for like a couple months now. It's December, so I'm pretty sure most people know how to dribble, but it is Christmas, so Merry Christmas, by the way, can't forget that. And new people are getting into the game more and more and on, and just want to do a little for some people it might be a recap, and if you already know all these moves, I recommend you guys click off the video now, and just to save you guys some time. I don't want to waste those type of people's time, because you get here and then you think there's something new, but there really kind of isn't. But for other people that don't know, it is new to them. So that's who I'm here for. For people that do know, I'm sorry. But to save your time, just to save you that time and not waste your time, you can click off the video now. Anyways, let's get into the main point of the video. So this is an advanced dribble tutorial, which is I haven't dropped in a minute, but I have been dropping tutorials on how to do specific moves. But I haven't dropped in how to put most specific moves, right, into one video and then make it into a big combo, so people can learn how to combo up and stuff like that. So those for all those players. Anyways, first things first, just want to get out the way. I've already explained the badges over and over, and I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I'll just show my Sigs real fast. I am still using crossover 4. Wrong place. There you go. So if I go to my animations here, I'm still using crossover 4, but you can use normal 3 or pro 2 or any other moving crossover that you are used to. You can use people like to use normal 1 as well, but you can use out of this. I have pro 4 here, pro 3, pro 2, but I use normal 4 now just because of my reverse behind the back combo that I always do, and just for the clips and stuff like that whenever I'm in party. Anywho, that's that. You can check everything else behind the back. Personal preference, but most people like to play around with pro 3 and pro 6. For people like me, people like to play around with pro 3 and pro 5. But for now, I'm using Pro 5, if you want to use that as well. The size of the package is Zach LaVine, and it will stay Zach LaVine until they do something, which they're not. So it is going to stay Zach LaVine. Dribble style is a personal preference. Do whatever you want it. Everything else, I have the moving hesitation 3, Pro 3, or Pro 1. One of the two. Just know that Pro 3 has the advantage on the jump shot, and Pro 1 is the same thing. It just doesn't have the advantage as Pro 3's, where you can get just an instant standing jump shot right after the hesitation. Obviously, my spin will always stay Pro 4. Now that's out the way, let's get right into the tutorial. Let me just get into the shoot around. We'll start off first with rolling, because rolling is key. And if you want to just have a nice little clean combo and know some advanced stuff, some glitchy looking stuff, rolling or Steezo roll, however you want to call it. I'm gonna just say rolling because there's multiple ways of doing the roll. You do it off of an explosive behind the back. You can do it off of a momentum, or, which is one of my favorites and very rare to do, is doing it off of a spin, or those type of spins. So now that you get the idea, let's start off with the easiest one, which is I feel like is rolling off of the momentum, or you can roll off the spin. I almost forgot this standing spin right here. So let's do it off the momentum. So just know how to momentum, and momentum isn't hard. Just hold R2. So they made it easy. They've made it easier so far from 19 and up. Just hold R2. Do a crossover and just flick the left stick. Right after you flick the right stick, flick the left stick towards the non-ball hand. So ball's in the right hand, left hand. Just quick little recap. I like to hold the left stick to the top left, so just so I can get that angling in to go, from the diagonal, right? Left. Simple as that. Now that you got that down, your momentum down, let's get into the rolling part. So when you roll, you want to get this animation, right? So sometimes you can get that animation. You're doing it wrong when you get that animation. It's all timing, really. Let the animation play out a little bit and then start holding the left stick back towards where you want to roll. I like to hold the left stick towards the bottom right, so see how the ball's in my right hand. So when I do my momentum crossover, I like to instantly flick and hold towards the bottom right. It'll give me that, it'll trigger that animation. Sometimes it doesn't, because it's just my time is off at the moment, but you'll get the idea. So I'm gonna just give you guys a bit of example here, see if I can do it. Right now I was doing it earlier, but now I just can't. There you go, perfect. So let the animation play out, then you can roll instantly. As y'all can see right there. My tip is the timing as soon as the ball is fully on the left hand, and to slow it down more, as soon as the ball is fully on the left hand, so see how the ball's on the right. When I do a momentum crossover, the ball's gonna be on the left hand, fully on the left hand, and the animation plays out. That's when I start rolling and instantly start flicking the left stick towards the bottom right. So like that, you'll get that animation, and then do it behind the back just to set your feet. You'll probably most likely get open, get a little easy green, and done with that. Now you can do it with the momentum, but let's try to do it with the explosive behind the back, right? One more tip before we get to explosive behind the action. One more tip: start off slow, like I said. But if you want to, you can slow down the clip. You can look at my controller inputs here. Make sure you know your timing. Find the timing. You must let that crossover animation play out so you can trigger your roll. Because as y'all saw earlier, I was messing up because my timing was off. It's mainly timing. Once you know the inputs, it's all about timing. And yeah, you'll be mostly successful with all your moves. Now let's try with the behind the back, right? So it's the same thing it's kind of the same thing as the momentum. It's just like I said, it's just timing. The same thing as timing. So as soon as that ball hits that hand, that's when you that's where you want to start to hold the left stick towards either the bottom left or the bottom right, which is here or here, as you can see on the controller. Once again, it's either here or here. Sometimes you could roll it as well. I've watched, and just disclaimer, I've watched Cizo's video, obviously. By the way, not first. Lots of respect for Cizo, no disrespect for my guy. That is my friend, you know. Keep it 100. Anyway. So you could roll it too, which I didn't know as well, but I only knew that when you can spin. That's why I like, that's where when I try to do my other reverse behind the back combo, which is like off the spin, I usually either roll sometimes because I'm trying to I'm constantly rolling the left stick to try to get the animation to trigger so I can get my crossover behind the back. Sometimes it'll just make me roll out of the spin instantly. Anyway, so you can type roll it. You can type roll the left stick towards that, so see the ball's in my right hand. You can type roll it towards that bottom right, which is like, not like that and away from, like that, as you can see right there. See, I got the animation, but, it's all, mainly all time, really. You can do it both ways, but I think I like to flick it more than roll it, to be honest. I'm more comfortable with that, but it's all personal preference. If you think rolling's easier, rolling the left stick is easier, or flicking the left stick is easier, pick one of the two. It doesn't really matter to me. Just know that you're gonna get open. That's a break. Just know that you're gonna get open once you do a very lethal move off of that. It's like a spin on 19 basically. But yeah, you can do it off the behind the back. Now for the other ways off the spin, which is just holding it towards the opposite side of the spin. It depends on the player's angling, so where your player's facing. So as you can see right there, I held the left stick to the left because my player was facing to the right in the middle of the spin. So hold on, I did the wrong way. So I come in, I spin, I'm holding it left. He's instantly switch my direction because I know my player's facing towards the right side, and you can tell your player's positioning just by literally looking at his face. So when I do that spin, so I'm gonna do a little, as I can see right there, I held it more towards it's really, sometimes the spin is random, but y'all see right there on that spin, I held it more towards like bottom left because of my player's positioning. It really depends on the player's positioning when you're doing the roll out of a spin, right? When you're doing the roll out of a momentum, it's pretty straightforward. Bottom left or bottom right. You could either roll it. You could either roll the left stick to get there, but you know, agree. But you know, it's basically, it's pretty simple. It's pretty like static. If you know what I mean by saying static, it's pretty straightforward. So once you got that, now that you got that rolling, all three rolling parts down, and you've been practicing heavy, the small little thing. So to move on to the roll, as my controller disconnects, that's tough. Make sure it's there. All right, good. So to move on to the roll, after we move on to the roll, I just want to teach you guys that you can do a spin move roll. Now, not this spin. It's the other spin. It's the other spin where you're standing still, and if you hold it towards that direction, you'll do that spin. So the best way to do it. So let's say if you have a hop jumper. So I have hop jumper normal 21 if you want to have that on. Tap square, spin out of it, and then hold the left stick down. You'll get an instant roll. It's a pretty clean move. And it's so deadly. It is very deadly if you execute it right. It's just timing. And I think this one's definitely the easiest one, because all you have to do right after the spin is, while holding R2, By the way, make sure you're holding R2, because if you're not holding R2 when doing rolls in general, your player's momentum and speed is not gonna match. It like 2K likes to stop your player a lot, so make sure you're holding R2 when doing like certain glitchy moves, because it helps a lot and it keeps your player's momentum and moving moves like a constant like last year basically. So I could keep doing moving crossovers, moving between the legs, and then doing, you know, all that stuff, half spins, whatever like move you do usually do. So I'm saying this one more time. Do a little hop jumper into a spin. Messed up right there. But do that hop jumper into a spin, and when doing that spin, make sure you hold it towards that direction of the spin. What I mean is, while standing still, we'll slow it down a little bit. What I mean is, so if I want to spin to the left, I'll hold R2 and keep holding the left stick towards that direction. It's like a momentum. It's like an explosive behind the back. You know, just make sure that that left stick movement is key when it comes to it. So I'm holding forward and I'm gonna go towards that spin. So we'll do it one more time. I'm gonna do a little hop jumper. Back up a little bit first. Do a little hop jumper into a spin. Hold the left stick down. Do it behind the back to send my feet, and I get an easy green. So once I got rolling down, right, I'm gonna just recap real quick the hesitation behind the back. The hesitation behind the back is really not hard at all. It just depends on your left stick, just your left stick positioning, how I see it, because really the timing is pretty easy. It's pretty easy to get down. It's just really all positioning on when it comes to this. So we're gonna start off slow. So what I like to do is, whatever it gets you to a speed boosting animation. Now what I mean by speed boosting animation, I do this between the legs and I'll run towards that side, I'm instantly bursting. So, or if I flip the right stick up and I run towards that side, I'm instantly bursting. So do a little speed boosting move into a spin, right? Now you see, you don't want that spin animation. You want this spin animation. Now what I'm doing to change my spin animation is I'm holding the left stick down so I can spin back instead of spinning to the side. So if I let go, I'm spinning to the side, right? Now if I don't let go and I hold it to the bottom, I'm going to go backwards. I'm literally going to start running backwards. Now that's where you want to do a hesitation behind the back once you're running backwards, right? So simple as that. You hit this, right? Do a spin, you're coming back. Now what? Now to keep in check, to know where you're gonna hesitate, just remember that wherever you start off with the ball hand is where you're going to hesitate. So the ball is gonna be on the right hand by the time I spin. So if I come in, right? And I do a spin, I do it. So if I do flip the right stick up, I get invited, crazy. Anyway, if I flip the right stick up, I go left. I know the ball's gonna be in my left hand. I'm at right hand. Actually, opposite. Damn, I just messed that up. That's crazy. But I only do one take. I know how I go. All right, listen. When you spin, the ball's gonna be in the other hand. Man, the ball's gonna be in the other hand. So I'm spinning left. The ball's gonna end up to my right hand. So that's where I know that. I was kind of correct in a way, but anyways, that's how I know that. Okay, I have to hesitate towards the right side. So for me, if I go here, do it behind the back there. Simple as that. I can get open. Easy break. Now, to get the behind the back, don't do an explosive behind the back. You're gonna get the explosive behind the back, but don't do what you're normally used to doing. Don't flick the right stick to the bottom left or the bottom right. What you want to do is flick the right stick directly down, completely down, because that's how you trigger that behind the back. So, or else you're probably gonna between the legs. But for example, I'm going to speed boost, spin, hold the left stick down, and then do a, sometimes I'll mess up, and then do a hesitation into a behind the back. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. There you go. So y'all get the idea. Just a quick little recap on the hesitation behind the back. It's a clean move, man. It's really not that hard at all. It's really fun to do as well. And yeah, you can just combo up a little bit. Do a little no greens. I just can't get greens in the micro sometimes, I swear. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Same thing goes for vice versa. I'm gonna spin right side, ball's gonna end up in the left hand. And that's where, you know what I'm saying, that's where I hesitate towards the ball hand. So right hand, I messed up there, but matter. Right hand, but that's left hand. This is right hand. The green, bucket, simple. So there's that. If you guys still don't get it, like I said, always leave comments. I love the feedback because I can always help everybody, and you know, just trying to improve every guard out there and show y'all these moves just so you can ISO and have fun and, you know, get your little clips in. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Now, one more thing, the third thing, one of my favorites is the behind the back teleport. I've explained this earlier on, but I feel like you guys still need it anyways. There could be more to it. Now, you can change it depending on your size up package, and if you want the fast momentum, you can use the fast momentum. Don't get me wrong, I'm not blaming you, it's personal preference, it's fine. But when it comes to the behind the back teleport, or teleporting in general, it is a basic, it's a 1-2 basic little stop behind the back instant. This is the animation you want to get, right? Run towards one way and instantly change direction. You can mess around with this and do momentums or whoop these, probably, most likely for sure. So if I go here, right, and I'm instantly running, yo, I can combo up all I want. Yep, exactly. So you do whoop these and momentums. You can mess around with the defender as well with this, because you can fake that same side, still want to go where you want to go. So for example, I do it between the legs, right? I speed boost towards one way, and I'm gonna hit him with a double momentum behind the back. So I did a triple momentum, but we're gonna do it one more time. So I can see right there, I still got to that right side is where I wanted to go, even though I threw in a little extra. Now you can just instantly behind the back. Now you're probably wondering, how do I get that instant behind the back? Like I said, there's a pause. There's a slight pause to get it instantly and make it look fluent. There's a slight pause. I've said it before. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, there's a slight pause. So start off slow. And I've said this before in my previous tutorial. He's disconnected. Anywho, start off slow, right? Hit that between the legs, run towards that side, then stop. You get this hezzy animation, right? It helps a lot because stop right there. So once you see that hezzy animation, you know you're doing it right. So do that hezzy animation, then do a little behind the back. Then pick up the pace. So do it faster, right? Again, faster. And then again, faster. Instantly, right? See how I picked up my speed? It's perfect. So you want to stop, then behind the back. You want to stop, then momentum, or you want to stop, then whoopty. And then you could, that's where you could get to where you want to be at. You could do it like this. Stop, and you could, and if you learn my crossover behind the back, right? You could do that. Perfect. You could exactly do that. So let me give y'all a little example of what I mean. So I'm gonna do one between the legs real quick. My combo. Back up. Oh, I thought I could get that behind the back, but you know, let me get the finish real quick. Easy. Y'all get the idea, and it opens up so much, because once you know this and you know how to do that, you can abuse the hesitation as well. I think I've taught it before. You can just abuse the hesitation. Hezzy between the legs, hezzy between the legs, hezzy again, run, hezzy, run, hezzy, run, and you can just keep constantly, you know, abusing this, which is broken, but that's just the meta for guards apparently, which is actually atrocious. Not gonna lie, in my opinion. Anywho though, you can really mix up the combos, mix and match, and have fun with it. And just, combo up. Actually combo up. Feel me? So let me give y'all a demonstration of a combo. I'll just try to think off the top of my head, just so y'all can have fun with it and, you know, and enjoy it and stuff like that. So I messed up right there. I'm gonna do it again. I messed up. Oh my god. It's cool though. It's cool. I'm not perfect, but y'all get the idea though. I'm gonna keep trying just for y'all. I just want to give y'all a nice example of a combo that y'all could probably do. It's crazy. That's crazy. Let's do it like this instead. Back up a little bit. Do it like this instead. Let's say behind the back, the spin, right? The little 1-2. I messed up. Back up. Can I get the green? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all get the idea, man. It really does help. Y'all can do it with a couple of rolls in it too. Let's try to you could do a hezzy behind the back off a roll as well. pretty difficult one, but I can see right here, I was gonna end up in the left hand. So I'm gonna show y'all real quick. I'm gonna just try to get it for you guys, just for the one time. Messed up. I didn't even get the hop jumper. That's crazy. I'm not trying to drag the video as much, but I really want you guys to just get, you know, and you know, just to show y'all, your boy's nice. Your boy's nice. But yeah, man, I'll get the idea. Let me just get the combo for y'all. Once I get it, I'll just skip the part and then put it in the video, in the end of the video, and then that's it. Messed up right there, but cool. Run it back one more time. No, I messed up behind the back though. Hey, other side, brick. That is tough. All right, y'all, that's pretty much it for the video. I'm gonna end it off there. 20-minute video again, but I hope y'all enjoyed. I really try to put in a lot of work into these and try to put in a lot of details possible and try to get new players every day trying to play guard, just to show y'all that it's not easy to play guard and you know, get your little clips and have fun. So for all my guards out there, anybody that's starting off guard to play point guard or shooting guard, just know that this is how it is, man. And if you're learning, you know, it's all about having fun and just enjoying what you could do, and you know, trying to clip up. Feel me? But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, man. It's been your boy FlipZ. I'm working very hard on everything, and more bangers coming soon. Tomorrow's video is gonna be great. The video after that is gonna be even greater. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's been your boy FlipZ. Comment below. If you're new, subscribe, hit the bell icon to stay notified anytime I upload on YouTube. And I'm always active on Twitter. Social media links in the description below as well. Give me feedback in the comment section. And I'm out. Peace.